Good morning, everybody. This is Filipino Joe speaking. Today I'm going to do a video on my house purchase and the experience that I went through. Right now, I'm just taking a quick walk through my neighborhood. As you can see, the road needs to be repaired, and we've talked to the barangay captain, and apparently it's under survey right now, which means it's approved. They just need to get the survey done, and then they can cement the road. So we live in Bakong, okay? This is a residential area that we live in. I sent my wife over here in 2023, June actually. And I sent her on her own for the simple reason that if I came over, the price would not go down. I'm sure a lot of you have had that experience. So I stayed in America. I sent her over. She had a budget. My wife's very good at negotiating. It's something that I'm not good at. If I think it's a reasonable price, I'm going to go ahead and accept it. Not her. She can talk anybody down. So I sent her over, and she ended up purchasing our house. And she made a really bad lowball offer, and I'm going to show you the house when we get back, but I'm just showing you the neighborhood right now. But yeah, she made a $4 million offer off the asking price, and he laughed at her. Now see, there's kind of a backstory to it. The guy is from Norway, and his wife's a Filipino. She wanted to move out of the Philippines and go back to Norway. So he was kind of under the gun to sell the house. She was already back in Norway. And so we kind of knew this because the real estate broker had mentioned it. And so that's why my wife said, well, I'm going to make him a ridiculous offer. And, well, he can either take it or lose it. There's a dog. Got the dogs going. He can either take it or leave it because, we have our budget in mind. So she made the offer, and the guy laughed at her. And she said, okay, thank you very much. That's fine. I will go ahead and, move on, look at some more property. We found another property that was right on the water, right on the ocean. And it was more money than what we were looking to spend, about $500,000 more. But it was a nice place. It was right on the water. It was a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. It was a small home compared to what we got now. But the location was good. So we were pursuing that. But then what happened was there was no right of way. We didn't have the right of way to the house. And so if you don't have a right of way, the landowner can shut down your access to your house at any point in time. So basically, they can hold you hostage. If he says, well, give me 10,000 peso a month and you can get to your home, then, I didn't want to get in that situation. So, we dropped that. And then this gentleman we bought the house from called my wife the next morning, or called the broker, and said, I'll accept your offer. And my wife, now understand the whole time, she's sending me pictures and we're communicating. She sent me some videos and pictures. And so I'm like, go to the bank, get the money, get the lawyer. We already had the lawyer. Call the lawyer, and let's get this thing closed as quick as we can. So she did. Within 2 days, we signed papers and we own the home. So, but the point there is, even if you think it's a ridiculous offer, make the offer anyway. You got nothing to lose. And that's what we did. So this here, this is the end. This is the front of our home. Now, understand, the first time I ever saw this home was when I actually moved here in person. I saw it in video and pictures. Is it perfect? No. It needs freshening up. Like this outside wall needs to be painted. You know, it's small stuff like that. Like I said, the driveway's approved for cement, so this will be nice. This is a very quiet development. There are zoning restrictions here, which is not common in the Philippines. You can't have farm animals here. Can't have roosters. You can't have caribou or pigs or anything. That's restricted in this area. So, and I had a lot of people come here say, wow, it's so quiet here. Which, you know, the roosters don't bother me. As a matter of fact, when we went to her family and spent time up there when we were traveling back and forth, I always knew what time it was. Between 5 and 6 in the morning, the roosters would get going. So I knew, and I always get up around 6. So I knew what time it was. So, okay. So this is the home. This is the garage area. Like I said, the roof needs to be replaced. I mean, it's fine, but I want to put a metal roof on it. The structure's all there. It's a good metal structure, as you can see. It's just, I want to put a metal roof on it because these typical roofs don't last long. This is the driveway project that I did a video on. All the tile is stripped. I'm looking at some asphalt sealer. It's probably the way we're gonna go. So right now, this is the project we're trying to get done. Taking my time, I'm in no hurry. This over here, as you can see, this is the tile. This is the side yard leading up to the, well, it was the maid's quarters. Now it's a bed and breakfast. So you enter up the walkway. Over on the right, it's the side yard. We do have a fountain. I don't run it. I've run it a couple of times, but I don't need to run it. And it's a waste of electricity. Electricity is high here. For Philippines, it's high. This is a side seating area. I spend time here. That door right there, that goes to our living room. The sliding door over there goes to our master bedroom. We don't use it. We use this one here. But you have access from both. But this is a nice, quiet, and comfortable area. We have people over. They quite often will go there. And then this stairway up into the yard. So, you know, we've done a lot of this landscape, and these trees we just purchased. We planted these trees here. You know, I enjoy that part. Got to mow my lawn again. The grass grows quick here. So this building straight ahead was built. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. That's the maid's quarters, or it was. We're using this as a bed and breakfast. If anybody is interested and they're in the Dumaguete, Bacong area, you want to stay here, you're more than welcome. It's 1,500 peso a night. And that includes the use of the pool. Now we have the outdoor pool. And what you're seeing straight ahead, that is the outdoor kitchen / bar. We had this built when we got here. This is where we spend all our time. When we have people over, we quite often have pool parties, and we have her family and friends over quite a bit. But we had this built. I had 3 workers do this, and it took them 15 days from start to finish. And all the materials, the labor, they built this beautiful tabletop, all cement, along with the kitchen area. We have the double sink. Now I'm gonna put cabinet doors on here. I just haven't got that far yet. But this is the barbecue grill that we use quite a bit for charcoal grill. And we put a single burner down here. So, you know, if you decide you want to stay in a bed and breakfast, that's all storage behind there. Like I said, $1,500 a night. That includes obviously the pool and the use of this area. The back side of the house, that's the entrance to the kitchen. Here's my dog. And then this seating area, we spend a lot of time over here too. It's nice. It's real relax. We relax here. Just come out, chill out, hit the pool. That's a CR there, okay, for the pool area where you can go change it. And there's the pool room where the filter for the pool is. I gotta replace that door. There's a lot of maintenance issues. As you can see, the bed and breakfast is white with gray trim. We're gonna paint the whole house that same color. I don't like the yellow, but that's just me. But the house itself is 3 bedroom, 2 bath. We have 3 ACs. We had this one installed here in the living room. It didn't have one, believe it or not, before, so it got pretty warm. So we had that installed. We put a new one in one of the bedrooms. The electric bill here runs around between $200 and $250 US a month. That's our biggest expense. So, you know, it's not bad considering how big this place is. This bed and breakfast, each room has its own AC unit. So, you know, you're talking, let's see, 5 AC units in the whole property. So if you use them all at once, the electric bill is going to go crazy. So yeah, I mean, real estate in the Philippines has gone up a lot since, you know, I first started coming here, obviously. But there's still bargains out there. Take your time, look around. Don't jump on the first thing you see. We almost did with that ocean property. My plan is to get this house all freshened up. Eventually, I want to convert this over to solar because I just feel that's going to add to the value of the home. I've already been told by the real estate agent, see, this is a good place for solar, that I'm going to double my money when I get ready to sell this place. I like the house. It's probably a little big. Our son's in college. He's going to be out on his own soon. So it's just my wife and I. So we really don't need something this big. If I could build something down by the ocean, that's my dream. So anyway, any questions, comments, please feel free. Thank you everybody for your support. I really appreciate it. It's been great talking to everybody. And, you know, we'll continue to do some videos. If you get something special you want to hear about, let me know. So with that being said, everybody have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.